country may be at a crucial point this morning in the coronavirus pandemic, with cases rising again and officials deciding whether to stay the course on reopening. At least 19 states, think about that for a second, 19 states have seen new cases go up in just the last 2 weeks. Anthony?
That's right, Gail. And 6 states reported record increases yesterday. That includes nearly 2,400 new cases in Arizona, more than 2,600 in Texas, and nearly 2,800 new cases in Florida. But there is also some possible good news when it comes to treating the virus. Manuel Bojorquez is following all this from Miami. A lot of people are getting sick. What are officials saying?
Well, good morning, Anthony. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis said Tuesday the case spikes are due to increased testing, especially in high-risk areas like nursing homes and farming communities. He did acknowledge community spread is happening, but the state's reopening plan is not changing.
And you do now have widespread testing of asymptomatic people.
Tuesday, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis dismissed concerns reopenings are driving Florida's record-breaking run of new coronavirus cases.
The restaurants have been doing this for, what have they been doing it for 6 weeks? I mean, the idea that all of a sudden is the reason, I'm not sure that that's the case. So no, we're not shutting down.
But bars in several cities have started closing on their own after workers and patrons tested positive for the virus, including Lynch's Pub in Jacksonville. 7 of its 49 employees tested positive. So did Erica Crisp and 10 of her friends after going there for drinks.
We've all been stuck indoors for months, being careful, social distancing, doing everything the right way. And then the first night we go out, Murphy's Law, I guess.
A similar phenomenon is happening as bars reopen in Texas, according to Governor Greg Abbott, who threatened to suspend liquor licenses for restaurants violating reopening rules.
There are certain counties where a majority of the people who are tested positive in that county are under the age of 30. And this typically results from people going to bar-type settings.
But some good news Tuesday. A potential breakthrough has emerged in the fight against the virus.
And what we saw was really quite remarkable.
Scientists in the United Kingdom said that a cheap, decades-old steroid called dexamethasone reduced deaths in COVID-19 patients on oxygen by 20% and reduced death by 35% for patients on ventilators.
This is really good news.
CBS News chief medical correspondent Dr. John LaPook says while the findings still need to be published and peer-reviewed, the initial reports are promising.
One of the nice things here is that there was a relatively large number of patients studied for several months. And so the fact that they're saying there was a statistically significant decrease in mortality with dexamethasone is very encouraging.
The mayors of 9 Texas cities sent a letter to Governor Greg Abbott urging him to grant them the authority to enforce mask wearing in public. An executive order by the governor prohibits local governments from imposing fees or criminal penalties for not wearing a mask in public. We reached out to the governor's office but have not yet heard back. Tony?
Very interesting, Manny. And of course, the governor said many of the cases are people under the age of 30. They may be fined personally, but the worry is they'll go and visit somebody who will not be fined. That's the concern. Manny, thank you very much.